Hey guys, TVwoodsbal here. So after doing my video on my BT4 Combat, disassembly, cleaning, and reassembly, you know what, I decided to do one on my backup marker, the Tippmann 98 Custom. I decided, you know what, screw it. I did one, why not do the other? So today I'm going to be disassembling the Tippmann 98 Custom pretty much totally, showing you guys what's inside of it, and reassemble all in one video. What more could you ask for? Okay, to start out with, just take off your barrel, like always. Set that off to the side. For the feed neck, you don't want to press this little button up front here. It'll allow this to pull off, and you can just slide it back, like so. Pops off pretty easy. Always make sure your paintball marker is in the decocked position if you're using a mechanical marker. This way, when you take off the receivers, parts don't go flying. Okay guys, so you can start by taking out this bolt right here, which will allow the front foregrip to come out of place. Like I said in my last video guys, whenever you're doing disassembly, always put all your screws in one spot so you know what they are when it comes to reassembly time. Okay, so that will allow that piece there to slide out. And then what you're going to want to do is, because the 98 Custom, it comes, the whole thing is one receiver, including the trigger grip. Okay, you're going to want to take the bottom ASA off, which these two screws on the bottom, there's two of them right here and here. You're going to want to take them out, so go ahead and do that now. Okay, so that'll allow that to come off like so. Okay, and there's actually a screw right there on your grip. So go ahead and take that off. The screw won't actually come all the way out. It'll just go to the point where it'll just turn and you won't feel any more, restriction. Stop at that point. At that point, you have 4 more screws to remove. One up here, 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 and here. Take them out. Sometimes they don't come out very easy. Just take your Allen key and push through the backside and they'll pop right out for you. Okay, so that's that. Now all of your screws are ready, your receiver, your grip, and your ASA. So what you can do now is you can actually take it to the front here and pry up on the left hand side, which would be this side right here with the markings on it. Just kind of lift up slowly. Like so. You should be able to pick straight up like that and flip it over. Now sometimes what will happen with the 98 Custom, I find, is these pins will stay in place and whatnot. So you're going to have to take them and put them back the way you found them. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Make sure it's not to lose any springs, guys. If you lose a spring, it's not really that fun. Okay guys, sorry for the inconvenience there, I just had to make sure that was all in place. Okay, so what you're going to find inside the 98 Custom is very similar to any marker really. If you have the stock 98 Custom, you're not going to have a stock on here, you're just going to have an end cap like so. You're still going to find a bolt, you're going to find, you know, your standard stuff you'd find on a mechanical paintball marker. The only thing with the 98 Custom I find is there's a lot of parts that are loose in it. Like, everything's not sealed down like another marker would. Most markers, the trigger frame pops off of the marker. This one, it all stays in the paintball marker, which is very simple, I guess, which was their goal. They did create a very, very simple yet effective paintball marker with the 98 Custom. It is basically the tank of paintball markers. You'll notice there's no, you know, like barrel adapter here. It's built right into the aluminum frame. So guys, as with all paintball markers, you're going to want to take, you know, a piece of cloth or paper towel or something. I use these. This is what we use to clean our actual firearms with. You're just going to want to take that and wipe down all the surfaces. Make sure everything's good and clean, free of excess oil and whatnot. I will be showing you guys how to do internal polishing, okay, of your paintball markers. You're going to have to stay tuned for that video. Subscribe if you want, so make sure that you see it. I'm going to be doing it with my BT4 Combat, but it applies the same with all mechanical paintball markers. Okay, so you're just going to want to wipe all that down. And what I find is easy to do, you just pop this out here, your stock or your end cap, pull back, which allows you to pull this back along with your O-ring. Because you're going to want to clean this rear bolt. It gets really, really grungy and dirty because it's the open spot in the paintball marker. So you're going to have to take this piece here out. Okay. Slide this over, take the top off, and slide this back. You'll notice how grungy and dirty that bolt is, okay? Give me a second here with it, and I'll have it look like new. You just take it, you polish the whole thing off. You don't want any of that extra grungy, dirty stuff on there. It slows your paintball marker down, and it's definitely not good for it. What you're seeing is basically oil that has gone dry, and just over time, kind of, you know, became a solid black gunk. And with a 98 Custom bolt, if you flip it over vertical, this piece here inside pops out, allowing you to clean inside the bolt. So you're going to want to clean that out. This piece here is just plastic, it's not metal. Okay, so you're going to want to clean that all out. Shove the cloth in there, just kind of twirl it around in there, get it good and clean. Okay, slide it back together. Set that back in place. Make sure that hole faces upright so that you can put. Hold on a second, I gotta clean this here. Make sure, like I said, everything is cleaned out good. Any excess oil in there and, you know, grit and grime can really add some wear to your paintball marker. It's not really good for it, I wouldn't say. Slide that all back in there together. Like so, slide her forward. This is when you're going to want to put this back on. Okay, now you can slide your spring back in along with your pin and this O-ring, which is a bumper O-ring. Stops damage and whatnot. Okay, take your stock, put the pin in the center of it, or your end cap. Every single stock or end cap for mechanical paintball markers has a hole there. Put it in there like so. Set everything back in position. Alright, so once you guys have basically cleaned the whole thing, clean off your front bolt, clean off your power tube, you're going to want to just start the reassembly. One thing to watch with a 98 Custom is up front here, this little flip tab. It tends to go flying when you try and put things back together, so you're going to have to hold that like so. Take your left hand beside your receiver taker and put it like this. Okay, once you have that done, you can take your Allen screw. The first screw you're going to want to put in is this one right here, down by the grip. Okay, once that's on, you're pretty safe that things won't go flying. I'd suggest putting this one here. I always have trouble keeping this spring up here with the feed neck release button. I find it always likes to pop out. Okay, so just, you have to start reassembling at this point. slide your foregrip back in, like so. Make sure that the grips are facing forward. Some people have actually put them in backwards and not realized it until afterwards. Just do that like so. Tighten everything up. Now comes the bottom. I do not suggest tightening it all the way until you have both screws started with this piece. Otherwise, you may end up having to untighten it anyway. Okay, so make sure both are really nice and snug. Now comes the oiling. Okay, what I personally do is I like to drop about 2 drops on the bolt back here. Okay, so like that, one in front, one behind. And then what I also like to do is drop 1 drop into here, which is your front. Okay, so put a drop in there and 1 up top. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cock your 98 Custom like that. And cycle few. That allows your oil to get all through your paintball marker and allow it to basically do its job. Okay, so now you can put your front hopper feed neck back on. Just slide it into these 2 little grooves. Okay, like that. And flip it over. And it locks into place. Then you can thread your barrel back on. The barrel on a 98 Custom has an O-ring right here. What I'd like to do is drop a drop of oil, take my finger, and wipe it around the O-ring. This keeps the O-ring from getting dried out, cracked. Thread that back on the marker. Good as new. There you go, guys. There's the disassembly and reassembly of the 98 Custom.